Welcome to the introduction of SMEPowerCAD. My name is Peter Diener and today I will talk about the basics of the new computer-aided design system we built at Smart Microengineering. We started programming in December of 2013 with some very basic drawing functions. In September of 2014 we decided to make it open source and move the code to Git as a version control system. Since then we have been hosting all of the code on GitHub. The program is written in C++ and uses the Qt library. As we constantly have been improving the functionality in an efficient way, we always use the latest Qt version available, which is Qt 5.5 at the moment. It was in September of 2014 as we decided to build a system fully capable of three-dimensional drawing. I will show you an example. This shows a simple cleanroom setting with a floor grid and some filter fan units on the ceiling. As you can see, this is fully three-dimensional. Earlier we thought that planning of industrial buildings would be much more complicated in 3D, so we wanted to stay at our proven concept of drawing in 2D only. Also we thought that developing a software would be much harder in 3D, as we would need some kind of collision detection and some very complicated shapes of objects and so on. But we still wanted to have the ability to get intersection drawings out of the model. After coding around half of a year, we got to a point where we realized that modeling objects in 2D without losing the information of height isn't that easy as we have thought. So I started playing around with an old graphics card and was able to draw simple objects in 3D. At this time we were using OpenGL 3.3. We built a layer and item-based scene graph and were able to design simple primitive objects like boxes, cylinders and tubes and so on. As the complexity of the objects increased and the number of objects in the scene increased as well, we slowly came to the limits of the old graphics card. Also we wanted to use some of the more recent functionalities of the latest OpenGL version, which was 4.3 at this time. Especially we wanted to make use of the geometry shaders, which don't run on OpenGL 3.3. So we decided to buy one of the latest cards of NVIDIA, the NVIDIA Titan Black. From this time we were using OpenGL 4.3. You can get the latest version of SMEPowerCAD on GitHub. Just visit github.com and search for SMEPowerCAD. Here you can see all of the source code, and to clone this into your local repository you need to copy this link. Now open up a terminal and make some directories. Well, it's already there on my PC, so I'll remove it to show you how it works. So we create this new directory. We go into this new directory and then we call git clone and paste the URL here. And our destination directory for the source code is source. So Git is cloning into the directory source. Now as it finished, you can see there is one directory called source. If you list the content of source, you see all of the sources we've previously seen here online in the latest version. Now we need some binary directories. So let's make binary directories called debug and release. Now here we have our binary directory. Now let's compile the source code. Change directory to source and execute qmake for Qt version 5. Now we got a make file. And we can execute this make file by running make. And it's quite a lot of source files to compile, so it's a good idea to use multiple CPUs for compiling. So I start 8 jobs for 8 CPUs. As you can see, the compiler invocation started and all of the source files are compiled. As you can see, there are still some warnings because the software isn't finished yet. It's in heavy development, and of course some interfaces aren't fully programmed at the moment. There are still unused variables and that causes the majority of the warnings. This is the linker step, and now it's finished. And if we go back one directory and then go into bin release, there is no executable. This is because when compiling on the command line, the executable is placed in the source directory. Otherwise, we would have to move the make file to the binary directory. But we're using these binary directories to compile out of Qt Creator. So here is our binary. Now if you want to run that, simply type /SMEPowerCAD. Now you have the latest version of SMEPowerCAD compiled right now. Let's close this. It still crashed when closing. Yeah, we have a lot of bugs. If you ever need to update your source code, then you just enter git pull, and it will bring your directory up to date. And then you can call qmake again and make. And normally this compiling step is way faster than the first time, so it's already finished. If you like to install this on your computer so that you can use it from the application menu up there, just type sudo make install. Enter your password. And now it is installed in the binary directory of your system. Now if you search for that, we have a little icon here, and we can place this icon into the favorites toolbar. It's already there on my PC. If you click this, you see the latest version of the software. Thanks for watching.